What is up? What is up, my gorgeous Facebook family? How's everybody going? It is Monday morning. You are here with Kylie, Australia's emotional eating coach, and I'm here to empower you to take control of your relationship with food, create a body and a life that you love, and to do it all on your terms. If you're joining me here live, you know the drill. Throw an emoji in the comments box. Let me know that you're here, and to all the replay watchers, sending you so much love. I am so excited to be with you all, and if I'm coming to you from the future, this is Monday morning here, I can assure you, you've got a fabulous day ahead of you. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm super excited to be here with you, and I wanted to chat with you very quickly today about something that has been on my mind so much lately, that I've had several comments come up from some of you that I'm working with, and from some of the gorgeous souls that are sending me through their questions. You're private messaging me. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much, because this is the facts, right? This is the facts. Sometimes we binge eat and we think, oh, I'm such a loser. I can't believe I'm doing this, and I can't believe this is still happening for me, and rah, rah, rah. What I would love for you to start to assess and look at, right, is, are you eating crazy amounts of food because you're doing something wrong, or because you're doing something right? And this is such a major, major key here. I will tell you for myself, hello, always use myself as an example. Really, who else am I going to use? Any time in my life when I've decided to up level and I've thought I want more, I demand more for myself, right? I'm no longer going to accept mediocre in this particular area, and I would do whatever is necessary. And I would work with somebody or do the study or do the work, whatever is required to up level that area of my life, is when, that's always the times when I have ended up binge eating the worst, right? It's been the worst and hardest time. And I would think, why is this happening, right? I thought I had this under control. I can't believe this is still happening. And I would get really down about it, like, something's wrong with me. Something's wrong with me. I thought this was over, but it's not over. Clearly it's not over. I've just ate 15 blocks of chocolate and I feel sick. I've eaten until I feel sick. I'm not talking just a little bit too much extra, chocolate on your ice cream or something. No, I'm talking the heavy duty binge eating, right? Where you kind of feel semi out of control, and I think I got hair in my mouth. Something's going on, I don't know. But you feel a little cray, like really out of control. And it's that kind of crazy eating where you just can't stop yourself, and you're there in the cupboard, like shoveling things in, like just grabbing them with handfuls of stuff, and you're like, I just can't believe this. That's what I'm talking about, right? Any time when I've really determined in my life I'm going to up level is when my binge eating, I don't even like to say it's not something I deal with anymore, right? But at those stages, I don't want to claim it as my own, right? It was a behavior. It's something that pops up occasionally, right? We deal with it. But that is when it has been the worst, the most fierce, right? Was any time I was demanding more from myself in another area of my life. It had nothing to do with eating, because my eating was fine, right? I've dealt with this, got it under control. But the binging would resurface like a Halloween ghost. And I thought, what is going on? Seriously, I thought, I'm losing my mind. Why does this keep coming back over and over and over for one last sort of finale across the stage of my life? I thought, why is this happening? Because I can tell you, we are a whole as human beings, as individuals, right? We are a whole unit. You can't just up level one area, one section, one compartment of your life, thinking that it's not going to impact and affect and have a flow-on effect to every other area of your life, right? So as you improve one area, you simultaneously improve every other area. But just tell me, anytime you've cleaned out your house or something like that, right? Doesn't it get really messy before it gets pretty, right? It starts looking real bad before it looks good again, right? Yeah, thank you so much. I got Kyle's here, Michelle's here. It's so great to see you guys, because this is the facts. This is how we roll. You can't improve one area of your life without things first getting real messy and simultaneously improving every other area of your life. You can't improve your fitness without it simultaneously improving how you eat. And that can't happen without it simultaneously improving how you feel about yourself. So there's a flow-on effect for everything. As Stefan hears me say all the time, there's a flow-on effect for everything. And that is the truth. It's the facts, right? So yeah. Everything is touching everything. Kyle, I love this guy. I only just met him, semi-met. Is that what we say when we sort of connect on the internet? I met him on the weekend. I discovered him on the weekend. I really love this guy. If you're not following Kyle, you should definitely check him out. So this is how we roll, right? This is how we roll. What I want to share with you today is if you find yourself binging out of the blue and you're thinking, why is this happening, right? I thought I was doing good things, and then all this like nasty stuff be coming back up in your face, right? Just ask yourself, are you binging because you're doing something wrong? Or are you eating this crazy amounts of food because you're doing something right? It's the absolute key, because push forward, right? Really do dig inside and see what is going on here. Because I want to share with you that you're not what you did. You're not what you ate. You're not that person. You're the person that you decide to be. You are who you choose to become because of the situation. The situation doesn't disempower you unless you let it. The situation can become a really empowering moment for you, and you go, all right, I am not the woman that binges, or the man, whoever, right? We all deal with this situation. That is not who I am. Maybe something I did, but it is not who I am. I am who I choose to become because of it. That is the facts, right? And I will tell you, every moment, every day that you sit down to a plate of food, you're going to have to redecide, recommit, redecide, recommit. Who am I going to be at this moment in time? Who? It is not a once-off decision. This is not something we do once and then we skip off into Boogie Wonderland with chocolate bars in each hand and everything's rosy, right? No. We have to make this decision every single time we're faced with a plate of food. And that's just the facts, because we are emotional, right? We're emotional beings, and it depends. If you're having a down day, not feeling great, someone wafts past you with a box of Krispy Kremes, do you think you can be a little more tempted on those days than you would on the days that you're rocking it? You've just come from the gym, you're feeling like Wonder Woman. Forget it. It's a completely different scenario. Getting your head in the game is the number one best thing that you can do for yourself every single day. Sometimes we have to go through these things more than once, right, to really get the lesson. And if you find yourself going through it again and again and again and again, beating yourself up isn't going to improve the situation. No, it's going to keep you stuck in that cycle of self-sabotage. What is going to help you is checking it out, asking yourself some questions. Am I doing this? Is this old behaviors repeating itself because I'm doing something wrong or because I'm doing something right? Because I will tell you, you cannot have a breakthrough without first having a breakdown. There's your tweetable for the day. You cannot have a breakthrough without first having a breakdown. So sit there in the mess, right? Don't try and keep running from it. I got to get away from this. Got to get away. This is too horrible. I can't stand it. And then we go eat more pizza, more chocolate, more ice cream, more chips, dip, and salsa, right? Whatever your thing is. We don't do that anymore. Now it's time to step up and go, what is this really about? Like, seriously, for real. What is going on here? And I will tell you, like I said at the start, it took me ages. I must be a bit of a slow learner. It took me ages to figure it out. But when I did, I was like, I'm not repeating these behaviors because I'm doing something wrong. I am returning to these old behaviors because I'm doing something right. They are resurfacing and coming up for one last, dance across the stage of your life, and then they'd be out of here. That is how we roll. That is how we roll here in the Kylie Pax family. So to everybody who's joined me here live, thank you so much. Kyle, friends, yes. Michelle, yeah. Sit there in the mess. Yes. And it's true. And it doesn't feel good. Nobody wants to sit there in their mess. But if we don't analyze it and we don't look at it with the eyes of love, right? Because we look at it with the eyes of hate, self-disgust, disappointment, we really can't stand it. And so therefore we want to run away, get away, right? No. If we look at it through the eyes of love, right? You know that emoji with the love heart eyes? Let's all picture that over our face, right? Every time something hideous like that happens, it's not fun. When we binge eat like that, oh my gosh, it's not fun. People think, oh, it must be so much fun to like stuff your face with all that stuff. No, because you actually feel really out of control. And by the time the only reason you do stop in those, when it's really bad, the only reason you stop is because you're so physically sick you can't eat one more thing. So I'm talking about those really heavy duty times. Sit there in your mess. Sit in the mess with the emoji with the love heart eyes and go, what is going on? If I look at this through the eyes of love, what am I seeing here? What is it that I need? What am I crying out for that I'm so clearly desperate for that I've just eaten, half a jar of coconut oil straight out the jar or so, whatever. Because again, when we do these behaviors, it's usually not sitting there with a cake and, some lovely cream and a little fork. No. No, I don't know where that accent came from. But no, it's nasty, it's fierce, it's severe, it's frantic, and there's usually a lot of stuffing in happening very quickly, right? Because what the voices in our head and the emotions that we feel are so fierce that we have to blunt them out, and that's quite a violent behavior, right, that we engage in with the food. It's not loving, it's not nice, we're not even enjoying what we're eating. Half the time you're barely tasting it, you're just shoving it down as quickly as you can. So yeah, Michelle says we would never treat each other. We would never treat each other as badly as we treat ourselves in those times, and it's true. It's so true. Can you imagine? And I use this analogy really often, like this picture. If there was a small child, right? Small. Imagine just a small little boy or girl lost on the side of the road. They're sitting there, right, on the sidewalk crying because something's wrong, right? They need help and assistance. Would you walk up to them, just shove donuts in their mouth, leave them there crying, and then walk away? See ya. Hope that helps. No. Please, can we all just picture this? That is not, nobody would do that. Nobody would do that. We would go up to the small child and we would help, we would bring them in our arms. Like, how can I help you? What do you need? Tell me what you need. And then we would do our best to accommodate, right? But we don't do that with ourselves. We don't look at ourselves and go, tell me what you need. How can I help you? No. We look at ourselves, go, shut up to whatever the voices are in our head. We don't even want to know. And we're shoving in food. Just shut up, shut up, shut up. So Michelle, yeah, it's so right. We would never do that. We would never do that to another person, but we're quite violent towards ourselves. You know, we don't attend to what it is that we need, what we, you know, what might be helpful for us. So, you know, as we wrap it up today, I just want to share this with you again, that yeah, it's so true. Sometimes we are binge eating because of crazy, you know, whatever is going on, but sometimes it can be because you're doing something right in your life. You're up leveling, you're improving, and everything has to be up leveled and improved all at once. Whether you choose for it to be or not, it is going to happen. So just check and assess. Check and assess. Am I behaving this way because I'm doing something wrong or because I'm doing something right? So please do remember, you will never be having a breakthrough without first having a breakdown. So I want to thank you all so much, and you know the drill. I'm actually going to be sharing some really big surprises with you later this week. It just occurred, just sort of all happened this morning, so I have to figure all the details out first. But I'm really excited to announce it because I've had so many inquiries from you all, which I love and appreciate, about when the next round of Ditch the Diet online bootcamp is running. And there was no plan for that to run this year. So I'm checking out some things. We'll see what's going on, but I have... I don't think still the bootcamp is going to be running as per normal, but I have some very exciting announcements coming that I cannot wait to share with you. So that is coming later this week. But until then, I am going to share with you my, I'm going to put the link up here in the comments box for my 10-step guide to beat the binge. Seeing this has been topic of the day, right? It only seems appropriate. So I'll throw that up there as well. That's my most downloaded guide ever. Thousands and thousands of women worldwide have downloaded that one. So it's very uber cool. I will throw that in there for you because you know the drill. You know how we roll. The only person who has the power to change your life is you. And I say this because you do have what it takes. See you tomorrow, guys. Bye for now.